Hi Danielle, here is your first lesson video. I am in a seated position that would be comparable to what you would be in if you were feet on the floor, roughly shoulder width apart, and you'll often be chilling out playing in a different posture, but for now we want to focus on just like sitting at rest normally. So please watch the how to hold the guitar video that I linked you to. As discussed, we're going bank, wrap our arm around such that, the crook of my arm is here, not out in front of the instrument. Strummy, strummy. And then the fretboard should be here, not like all down there and stuff. So, nonetheless, that's paraphrasing what was on the How to Hold the Guitar video that you'll certainly want to watch. And you absolutely will want to pause this video right now and cut your fingernails until they are beneath your nail bed. Cool. At any point, if you find yourself actually running your fingernails into the fretboard, you just need to cut them further, and it might be kind of a bummer, but it's functional. Another thing for you personally was wanting to tilt the guitar farther this way so you could see that's totally a natural inclination. Um, as I'd suggested, if you lean your neck over like that, you should usually be able to see the fretboard and the strings. So that's my recommendation versus finding an alternate position to hold it in or anything like that. And then as far as our left hand goes, we talked about not wanting to have your thumb off to the side or anything like this. Your hand's going to want to find some kind of like vice grip. And you might find yourself in situations where it's just like you've got 2 pounds too many on the bar and you can't quite do it yet, but you push down, you wake up one day, boink, like that. So our goal is always to be in good position pushing down and then hope it works out. So we got one chord that we started with. Chord refers to I'm hitting a bunch of strings, not necessarily all 6, but in this case it is all 6. That's a C minor chord where I'm just using those 2 fingers like that. You can look at your tablature. 6th string, 1st string, and I'm fretting on the 2nd fret for the 5th and 4th string. Middle finger, ring finger. So cool. And push down really hard. It's all good. If you ever are not sure if the chord's ringing out, meaning the entirety of the chord, you can pick through one string at a time and see, make sure you're just pushing down, everything's working. If you hear or something like that. Cool. Hey, so our strumming range of motion, as discussed yesterday, is wider than the guitar implies. We don't just line our pickup here. We're swinging through, so to speak. Random knock at my door. Let me see to that. Okay, then. So using that wider range of motion, when you're working on your strumming hand, your right hand, you can deprioritize thinking about fretting, but optimally, you would just push down real hard over here. So yeah, if I line the pickup here and strum, we get this clunky sound. Again, your natural instinct was to hold the pick correctly, so like that, right angles. So yeah, we actually want a wider range of motion. And accordingly, your rhythm one is R1 is just strumming down. So, and it's getting tempting to want to make this sound musical by like giving it rhythm or something. Let's go means to the end and just give yourself one solid, one focused attempt. Pause. What went wrong? Do anything but that same mistake the next time. One focused attempt, pause, reset until your brain's actually saying to you, okay, I feel like I can strum down. And then try to do, multiple strums. And that's going to be your process for the other rhythms as well. Now we're adding up strums, which is just a correlate motion, just swinging my arm away here. You see that I'm as high as up here on the instrument and as low as down here, and that's just what's required to hit all the strings with the same amount of velocity. So yeah, now we're just going down, up, and just like in our previous situation. Now I want you to isolate that and just go for one single until it gets easy, just one single instance down up. So please pause your video and do that. And it's imperative that we do this single attempt thinking about it, then pause, rather than moving on to our dancing, non-dance steps headspace prematurely. But yeah, so then we're working towards just going down. That's our rhythm 2. You can play any tempo that you want. And again, just a reminder, make sure that you're actually successfully getting all the notes. Ring over there. Hey, here's where your low E string should be. If it's radically different, and it's time to get on the internet, and there's a lot of apps for tuning on your phone as well. Let me know if that's still an issue though, and maybe we can get on Skype. I can help you or something. You can certainly bring your instrument in next time. Cool. So please finish everything up to there before you move forward. Our last rhythm is more complicated and it'll sound more musical. We're going. So that was down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So maybe just isolate that part. Just go pause, reset, do it like that. So there's our little grouping one. So we do that twice, and then at the end we're going down, up, which is rhythm 2. So we're going down, down, up, down, up, down, down. But down, up at the end. I'm gonna slow that down. Left hand wise, the other chord shape we learned is A minor, and it's like you move down and your first finger comes in and does something. So there's that. We're going to deprioritize getting between those chords really fast this week, except to say that when you got comfortable playing the rhythm, the next step, that's the correlate to the fretting hand correlate to us just focusing on this side, would be zooming in and just doing that chord change. Conscious focus, one attempt, conscious focus, one attempt. Quantify for yourself what went wrong, like, oh, my first finger ended up on the wrong string, and then just try to make any other mistake with that next time if you don't get it right. So not this guessing headspace back and forth, but actually making sure you do it, moving decisively. This is the same shape. Not grouping it as this, then that, except maybe initially just the whole shape change at once, anticipating doing that. Cool. So then theoretically, if you'd finished all your work up until here, what we would do is just try to get to the first strum when we change chords, like going just rhythm 1. That's simulating the hard part of it. But either way, the point is just playing the instrument. Cool. So if I were to take my fingers and put them on the 6th string at the 1st fret, boink, 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 as a starting position, that's going to force my thumb into this position where we're more out in front of the instrument. And that's what we're using for this C scale where, we're just using the shape of our hand. Any notes at the 1st fret are going to be played with your 1st finger, 2nd fret, middle finger, 3rd fret, ring finger, just going with there's where I am naturally, physiologically. And now we're playing single notes. And we really want to deprioritize doing it in rhythm. And it's fine if you just use all downward picks for now. And that's, just getting used to playing single notes. When we look at going between these two notes, we don't want to seesaw like that. We want, if I was like, I'm going to be pushing that finger down still. If you're like, what did he just say? Doesn't really matter. We didn't go over this. I just wanted to give you something else to do where you're playing single notes. And yeah, don't turn scales into songs. The point is just to get used to playing some single notes and just stay in the good position like that where all of your fingers feel like they could comfortably get to that fret. And reminder, it's always our goal to come straight in at the strings like we were in the chords even when we're playing single notes, not like flop up from under this. Yeah, cool. So there you are. You've been Guitar Lesson. Let me know if you need any more information or feedback, and we will get into some actual attempts at actual music next time. It was very nice to meet you. I'll see you at your next lesson.